Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand finale of the MaximusBlack 2 Success Tournament. I mean, even if this series goes to hell, we still have so many good games. Like
that it doesn't even matter.
If you guys are the type to only watch the finals and you haven't watched any of the other stuff,
you need to at least watch.
No, you need to watch pretty much the whole thing.
Well, the whole thing has all been good, but you have to, at the very least, you got to watch the third place games.
The third place games, but what about the first? Anyway, the
no,
AI. There's so many. There's so many good games.
You gotta watch. There's so many good games.
Yes. Okay. So let's get into it.
Let's just go. You didn't even hit it.
I can't.
Oh, you can't because it's
that's right. Starting up here in the top position, we have Techno Goose and Metal Swarm. And down here in the bottom right, we have the Purple AI Elite 3. Yes, guys, it is back. It is that time for, I think, this might actually be my personal favorite.
It definitely provides some very interesting variables. Just like I said the first time, this has the most variables that are just by nature of the fact that they have to turn on each other balanced.
Yes.
And the only imbalance really comes from simply really how they interact with the AI early on before the AI is dead.
Yeah.
That really determines.
Well, this is about as balanced as balance gets.
Exactly.
In case you guys don't know what the build is, it is not so friendly. Both players team up to kill an AI. After and only after the AI dies, both players must continue game. Do not enter the score screen. You will then fight each other to the death. Game ends when all your old teammates' structures are destroyed. Build wisely. You each will have vision of each other, and you'll be forced to attack click until the death. So these guys will be allied, but they're going to be forced to attack click, which makes for some funny ass shit. The last game that we did was incredible. If you did not see it, you need to go back and watch that. If you're just tuning in on the stream in like the last hour or so and you did not see it, you definitely need to subscribe to Lifesaglitchtv. You can type in !LAGTV in the chat, and the YouTube page will pop up. And wait for that game to hit. It's not too far into the tournament either, so I'm very excited to see what's going to happen this time around. And I know both players were watching that game too, so maybe they've taken some mental notes. They go, okay, this is what worked, this is what didn't. What can I do? Will they let the elite AI build up for a huge mass? Will one guy take him out quickly? Will they both team up? So many questions.
So many questions.
So many questions.
Many answers to come.
Oh yeah. There's only one real right answer though in the world, and that is to buy games from G2A for that low price of basically free. If there's any game that comes out, whether it's out now or it's coming out in the future, whether it's I don't know what good PC games are coming out, but always think G2A before you buy a game, because you're gonna spend $80 on Steam, you're gonna go into the store and pay $80 in the stores. Why not pay 40? Why not pay 30? Why not pay 20? And use that promo code BOUS for an extra 3% off, and help out support a sponsor of the tournaments. Also, JORD wood watches, 5% off. Go check them out. They're pretty stylish. Male and female watches available, 5% off. And LootCrate. Summon. Let's go. That's it. That's all.
That's the run?
That's the plug. I mean, nothing's going on right now. Usually we've been plugging at the end of the game, but
there's nothing happening right now.
Nothing's going down right now.
And this is what happened last time as well. And it all makes good sense. Is that both of them are thinking, well, I should probably build up here as best I can, because if one decides to go early, they're putting themselves at a disadvantage. If they both go together, it's less so of a chance of a disadvantage. But ultimately, it's likely going to lead to a similar situation as last time, where they're both going to sit around and build up for quite a long period of time before going ahead and doing anything.
And also, both players have to pick random, so they didn't like purposely pick Terran or purposely pick Protoss. So that's also a factor if they main or don't main the race that they've RNG'd. The AI down here though just went and got an expansion. Neither player knows that this expansion exists, nor really what the opponent is doing, and I really don't think they give a shit. I think right now, Technogoose is just going straight macro, putting himself into a position so that he can build a lot quickly to take out his soon-to-be ex-partner. I almost think that it would be beneficial for Metal Swarm to maybe try and kill off this guy as soon as possible, because he doesn't really have much structures here. I don't know. Maybe that's overextending. You know, maybe by the time that this guy is dead, he'll have a lot down here. Or maybe even kill him to the point where he's almost dead and then back up.
It's the same thing I brought up the first time we had this build, where, you know, there's going to be two philosophies. One is going to be build everything in your main and throw up a wall somewhere. And the other philosophy is I need to spread my bases out across the map, so when it comes down to it, they have to go twice as far to make it actually happen.
Very true. Very true. AI, just building up stalkers, which are going to do absolutely nothing against immortal composition. He only has 2 immortals right now. Okay, 3rd on the way, so that pretty much negates this guy's build. I mean, basically the AI is here as like
the AI is just a wrench in the cogs of the the grand scheme of the ultimate end game of these two guys having to shift a click on every other unit.
And I mean, I'm sure down the road I can make another says where it's just 1v1, but they're allies. I don't know if you can join a game with 2 people on the exact same team. I'm sure probably just go to the score screen right away. And then have them just fight it out. But I like the element of having the AI in there, because it really does, like you said, throw a wrench into the mix, because the AI can attack somebody, deal damage, and give them a disadvantage.
Yep.
One partner could let the attack happen while the other just sit back and watches, or they could both team up. So it just creates that extra little bit of a dynamic. If I were to add in, 2 or 3 AIs, it'd be a little bit of a different story, because the aggression would be just so much more. But then we would be looking at another hour and a half game.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't nobody got time for that right now.
No.
Yeah. We were way ahead schedule, and now we are way behind schedule.
I was gonna mention this when you were talking about I don't know. You said I don't know what good PC games are coming out soon, and I was like, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, well, at least there's 2 we've already talked about today. One of them just so happens to be Legacy of the Void.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot
and
about that.
the other one is Fallout 4.
I didn't know Fallout 4 was coming straight to PC. I thought it was going on console.
No, I'm pretty sure it's across all of them.
Oh, well then there you go.
Yeah.
If you can buy Fallout and Legacy of the Void, go to G2A.com. I know you can pre-order Legacy of the Void at cheap on G2A and use that promo code BOSS. As for Fallout 4, I'm not sure if you can pre-order it or not. Since we have some downtime, let me just go and do some
research,
some due diligence here. See here. Fallout 4.
Fallout's all one.
Oh, all one word. Fallout.
There it is. Pre-order.
There you go. $32. Oh, that's for
Russia.
That's for Russia.
Global is still
cheaper. $75.04 for a global key of Fallout 4. How much does that retail?
No idea.
I'm going to assume it's a $79.99 game.
Probably.
And that's not even including using that promo code BOSS for 3% off.
There you go.
So
make it happen.
You're going to save about $8 easily by pre-ordering your Fallout 4 for PC on G2A.
That is almost enough to go back in time with to buy the DLC horse armor for Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
That's actually enough for you to take that $8, use that promo code BOSS for 10% off, and get yourself a LootCrate subscription.
There you go. Now you're thinking.
Now we're thinking with portals.
Now we're thinking with portals. You know who else is thinking with portals? None of the people on this map.
No.
Nobody. Not even the AI. Nobody. Everybody is just sitting around. This is going to be a much more drawn-out version of the first time we came around, because I think these two gentlemen have chosen the path of we're going to max out on nonsense before we even bother. And it looks like the Terran has moved towards the I'ma just build a whole whack of BCs, which is never a bad idea.
No, and now he's building a bunch of command centers. He's probably going to planetary these down. Unfortunately, though, no matter how long this game goes out, I just don't see Metal Swarm's unit composition winning this game, period.
No.
It's just not, and he can see what his partner's doing. So, I mean, right now, Technogoose is essentially countering what Metal Swarm is going. Sure, Stalkers can shoot air, but those BCs are tanky as tits, and when you've got a crud ton of them, I actually think that this AI can kill Metal Swarm.
Yes, right now, if the AI attacked.
Yes.
At which point, Technogoose could just sit back and be like,
oh, I would imagine that's what he will do.
That's pretty easy.
What am I hearing Slice?
I don't know.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there's a DT going for that gold expansion. I'm really surprised the AI hasn't pushed out to attack. Normally the AI is attacked by now, but I guess the build that the AI rolled was the sit back and macro build.
Yep. But let's be honest here. I actually think that this AI might end this game quick for us. If the AI decides to attack...
Yeah, and Technogoose still has to kill the AI, of course, but the AI could very easily, I think at this point, take out
Metal Swarm.
Metal Swarm, just get wrecked.
Which would be semi-embarrassing.
No, it wouldn't even be semi-embarrassing. It would be all the way embarrassing.
Okay.
It would be full embarrassing.
Okay, I was trying to...
No, definitely full-blown embarrassing.
It'd be hella embarrassing, actually, in the grand finals. To get taken out by the AI.
Good point by Salt in your chat right now. Can you imagine having to 8-click 200 Zerglings?
No, I actually can't.
You would have to rely heavily on something that is AoE that would harm your allies. Meanwhile,
look at the blinks that the computer has.
The blinks are
crazy,
real, and that Stalker's life is hanging by a thread.
Oh my god.
One health.
It actually looked like he died.
One health.
Wow.
Rip. Well, Metal Swarm continuing to be a bag of hammers.
Yeah, he's just sitting back, relaxing. Meanwhile, these BCs are just... That's a lot of BCs.
I'm surprised that Technogoose is doing this, because he has obviously a huge advantage right now.
Yep.
In terms of... Well, honestly, just in terms of his composition. I mean, if this game ended right now, Technogoose is likely to just win with Yamato gun. Just straight at Yamato. Over and over again.
Yep.
Now, I don't know what the upgrades are like right now. What do we got for Technogoose? Technogoose has managed to get himself to what? For upgrades. Just click on one of the...
Oh, upgrades, sorry.
Yeah.
I had a brain fart there. He's got 1 and 2.
Alright, so he's 1 and 2. And I believe Protoss is working his way towards +3?
I don't think so. Yeah, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
2-3 right now.
So, but even still, I mean, I don't think that's going to make much difference. Look at how many BCs we have.
That's a lot of BCs, dude.
We've got 17 BCs. I mean, 50 Stalkers is nothing to shake a stick at, and honestly, it's easier to 8-click on a BC than it is on a Stalker.
That's actually a very good point, Adam,
that
you just made. If you guys didn't pick that up, having like 50 Stalkers would be much easier to kill BCs than having to individually click Stalkers with your BC, especially if the Stalkers have blink.
Yeah.
That would be an extremely hard task.
Because if you shift click a Stalker that then blinks and they break sight line or they break range line, then you're likely, I don't know, will they just stop attacking? Or will they follow the unit?
They'll follow.
Okay.
Well, if they become out of sight, they won't. But if you blink back just a little bit, they should continue. They should continue. But if there's like a hitbox range, right?
Right.
If you get out of that, they won't chase you anymore. They'll just go on to the next unit that's in front of them.
Well, it looks like they are working together now to take care of the AI, and that could perhaps be because Metal Swarm is maxed.
Metal Swarm does have blink too, so exactly what you said, and I didn't even think of that, Adam.
Yeah.
So shoutouts to you.
Well, thank you.
I gotta give props to this too, bro.
Well, thank you.
It's gonna be near impossible for him to individually shoot Stalkers one by one, when you can just force blink right underneath these BCs.
Make it real hard, and then all he has to do is 8-click
per BC.
And I mean, he's got 41 Stalkers.
Yep.
One volley from every one of those is going to take out a BC.
Correct.
So I feel like, despite the fact that BCs are crazy broken,
I feel as though this is not the build in which to do BCs.
The Stalkers might honestly be the stronger thing here, especially if he has feedback to help it.
Yeah. I think siege tanks would be very good in this because they do splash damage.
Yes.
So if they're bunched up, you can just start attacking stalkers and they'll just kind of blow up. And then maybe even having a couple of VCs in the mix, but just massing purely VC against a Blade Stalker. I guess we'll see. We're gonna know here very shortly. All this AI has left is the bottom left, and it looks like Techno Goose is gonna go down there and just kill it off. And then it's going to be...
then it's going to be game on.
Game on is right.
Now, unlike last time, both, to my recollection anyway, we now have both players covering quite a large section of the map. They've kind of gone down either side. The Terran player obviously has a much... Look at this, is the Proton being in position? He is. He's preparing. Look.
Oh yeah,
Now how is this gonna go down? Because they can't. He's gonna send some.
He's gonna send like 4 BCs
to
down to
finish
get
the
the job.
That's still a sacrifice because you know, because Metal has now taken on the mantle of killing the AI opponent.
That's right.
So every BC counts huge for him.
Yep.
And just putting out those 4 could actually get him in trouble.
The GG.
And here we
return to game.
Go.
And game on, boys. And just like that, focus firing down. He's gonna have to click every single unit or structure. And just like that, look, he's gonna have to focus per BC, or sorry, per stalker. Stalkers die quickly, but look, oh my god,
it is.
the
There's
forward
the
blink.
blink.
And look, it's just one shot, just like what you said, Ed.
Boom. Boom.
1.5 volleys, pretty much. Not even.
If he had like 3 more stalkers, it would be 1 volley. There it is.
Oh god, it's over.
Rip.
Oh, meanwhile though, we do have BCs over here at the other base, but it just doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Just like the points on whose line is in any way. They do not matter.
Do not matter.
They're going to do damage, but I mean, those stalkers are just going to absolutely plow through everything. I mean, his first priority would
that
be...
upgrade didn't finish.
Did that one finish? I thought it might have.
I don't know, dude.
First priority is get rid of all the unit producing structures, and then he goes straight for killing all the BCs on the map.
Yep. All right, looks like he's going to build a wall of supply depots.
So he's trying to wall out his opponent from getting back into his own base while it is being destroyed.
A lot of Marines, though.
That is a lot of Marines.
That's a lot of Marines. That's
Not if they walk directly into a pack of stalkers.
I think it's gonna be a lot easier.
Wow.
A lot easier for Marines to kill stalkers. Look at that concave.
That fucking choke point. He is just throwing stalkers away.
Holy shit! One at a time, those stalkers are getting ripped into, asshole.
Oh my god!
What are you doing? Blink away!
Oh, he stopped for a second.
Oh my god! It takes stalkers so long to kill a Marine. There's so much DPS. And finally, he blinks away.
Blinks over top of him of all places.
And look at this, the BCs are still over here. He's not paying attention.
He's not even killing this one.
Feedback, you fool! Feedback! Here we go. He's starting to attack now. He's got 4 high temps. He needs to focus on these high temps before the feedbacks come and just rip these BCs a new asshole.
Oh my god, he's got 5 BCs and 2 Vikings and 42 Marines up against 24 Stalkers and a couple of Archons. Despite the fact that the main army in the beginning was completely decimated by the Stalkers. The throw in that choke point could not have been harder.
Oh, it's saying you can't, feedback doesn't work against allies. That's what somebody said.
Really?
So that's why he wasn't feedbacking
Well,
those,
the more you know.
Those battles. I didn't even think of that.
Storm still would have been a good idea then.
Oh yeah, Storms definitely would have worked. But I didn't even think of the fact that feedback, you can't click on your opponent. So that kind of leaves that out of the... It's not like you needed it anyway.
No.
Because Stalkers just ruin them.
He's just running them right in.
But Marines are just the counter to Stalkers. You need Colossus, man. Can you imagine what Colossus would do right now?
Oh, I don't know, because the Colossus, even though it was sweeping the arc, is probably only going to deal damage to one unit at a time.
Oh, I didn't think it was
Storms are the way to go.
Storms are the way to go. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because that's true. Because I wonder. I have to test that.
Storms into Archons.
Because if you have a Colossus
got no gas,
and you focus on one Marine, does it swipe the whole thing of the Marines, or does it only kill the one? I bet you it only kills the one. You're right, dude.
I bet you it's one.
I bet you. Yeah.
And so, I mean, even then, he doesn't have any gas. Terran has all the gas in the world right now because he's been building pure Marines for the last while. So even if he wanted to have storms, he can't really get at it. He's only got a couple
are
Archons.
good against Marines as well.
Yeah.
Got that splash damage, but just so much Marine that it's tough. It's actually a really close fight.
It is. Look at this. We're going right after the pylons to get rid of that all the production. He's awfully low health, but it doesn't much matter. All he's got to do is get rid of that production. There they are. He's going to melt these really quick. There they go. And back to work they go.
And the stalkers are back over. Where are the storms when you need them? Oh my God, he's just getting stormed now, dude. He's just getting stormed now. How do you not prepare for this before the fight starts? Knowing that you're up against
all those Marines aren't being used. They're finally turning around. Of course, it's hard to tell until usually it's too late when your partner is attacking you. And down they go. They're going to probably get another couple of stalkers before it's all said and done. There's another one gone. Maybe one more if they're lucky. But here comes the reinforcements.
Yep. Here's the crazy thing, though, Adam. He only has 500 minerals.
500 minerals.
He's dwindling to the 4,800 of this Protoss.
Exactly. A
Storm
Protoss
is 85% done.
Very close indeed. That was what I was going to say. I was trying to go for the income because despite the production facilities of the Terran, he does not have the income that the Protoss does. That's allowing him to continually build units like this. And even though the Terran got rid of those pylons,
here comes the storms. There they are.
Rip. Rip.
And that could be game over.
Rip.
Now that he's just going pure bio, look at all this more bio here, and the storms are out. He needs EMP, and he needs it now. Yesterday, last week, last month, 1989.
Great year.
I don't remember it because I was 2.
Neither do I.
You were just getting. You were just.
I was
born.
a year old.
Oh, you're 88?
Yep.
Damn, I always think for some reason you're 2 years younger than me.
No, I'm just a year and a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
There you go.
But yeah, that's that. I mean, that's just the natural. It's the natural progression of this, right? You know, the stalkers obviously too much for the BCs, so the Marines come out to get rid of the stalkers, and now the Marines are too much for that, and so now we've got to get storms, and storms just overpower it all.
This strategy is all about DPS.
Yeah.
So sure, big things like battle cruisers, Colossus, carriers, all those things are great in theory, but when you have so many units dealing little bits of damage at once, it actually is better. So something that would normally counter a unit now counters their counter.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. And I love the fact that Techno Goose is going after the Nexis, or the Nexi, and all of the pylon structures so that he can't build as quickly. And he really needs to do this because he has like no minerals. He's sitting on next to nothing. Protoss, no gas, so it's kind of the opposite. He can get Zealots if he needed to, but Zealots really not that great, especially when you have to A-click each one of them. Still a lot of high temps to just get rid of this quick. He really needs EMP. Bad.
He has so much gas, you just can't keep up production. The Marines have been crushing what little mineral collection he's had, and the Protoss continues to pick away at him. I mean, this is still anyone's game, honestly.
Yep.
And the medevacs are the key deciding thing right now for the Terran player. Simply because at this time he can heal, and it's allowing him to move through these bases
quick,
really quick. So in a base race scenario, if he spots high temps coming, all he has to do, hightail it out of there. They can't feed back those drop ships, so if he picks up, he doesn't have to worry about the insta-kill on the drop ships. Only the stalkers can kill him.
That's right.
And so this is a much more mobile and a much more scary, much more fast army than the Protoss has. And honestly, if he just avoided the Protoss army altogether, it's entirely possible that he could simply win the game in a base race.
Well, and that's the thing. I'll read the rule again here. The game ends when you destroy all your teammates' structures, not necessarily their army.
No.
And you're right, the mobility here for Techno Goose is 10 times that of Metal Swarm. Oh, there's 2 free medevacs right there, and he does not pick them off.
He's following him with the high temps. The high temps can't do anything to him. So, his immediate reaction was probably to try and feedback, and no dice on that. And so the Terran, this is really, I think this is just going to be a base race because, you know.
Well, Metal can't fight this army.
Metal can't, so he's going to avoid it at all costs.
The only way he can fight is if he hits those storms. That's the only way.
Yeah.
He will lose this battle 1v1, but there is no ghost, so maybe he should fight this before the ghosts come out. But he doesn't even have Ghosts in production. So
I mean, even if the Stalkers catch up to him, it would have to be an amazing position for the Stalkers to blink forward to catch the medevacs picking up these Marines and to boost them away. Honestly, this is Techno Goose's game to lose. Simply because of his mobility and the fact that he can continue to sim and melt everything in like 1/2 the time of the Protoss player.
Some people saying you can't use EMP, but I don't necessarily believe that.
I don't know because I haven't played enough Starcraft, especially in this scenario, to know what the hell that is.
Well, who would really know when you EMP your own teammates?
I don't think it matters a hell of a lot right now anyway, because even with EMP to walk into that many, to risk walking into those high temps, would be probably the dumbest thing you could do right now.
All right, so many people in chat said you can EMP your allies' units. So maybe you can.
Because I think you can accidentally EMP your own units, right?
I don't know because I don't play Terran, and I would never EMP I don't think you'd ever EMP your own units.
Because if you did that, and if you were in a TVT and you were trying to protect certain units from the other Terran, you could technically EMP yourself to.
Good. It's like you can storm yourself too, right? So it's one of those things. But maybe you can. Maybe this is all new to us. So maybe you can EMP.
Somebody knows.
I don't know. We learned that you can't feedback.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the case. I have no idea.
This is such a scary freaking thing for a base race with a Protoss. All he has to do is keep going.
I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but SCVs killed 2 high temps in that fight.
Seriously, just walked in and just sniped
those
What a bunch of covert operating badasses going for the gold medal.
Yeah, crazy. Meanwhile, up here, it's still a huge ball. He needs to watch the stims now, though. He's running low on energy on those medevacs.
Yep, he can't continuously go for it, but even without the stim, I think the Marines are a faster kill. The Zealots are going to help speed up this process significantly, but I think the Marines still probably, at best or at worst, are on par with the speed of the Protoss ball here. He really just needs to be careful not to get caught out, and I still think the Terran has this victory.
I do, but it's all about those. It's all about those storms, dude.
The scary part
all it takes is one big storm.
Exactly.
And it's done.
The scary part would be if simply the Protoss decided to go up, make sure there's no more SCVs or command centers on the map, and then go sit in a location with his buildings and say, "Come at me, bro."
Yeah.
Because if that happens, Terran would need a freaking miracle to win that engagement.
Yeah.
And the Protoss just wins by sitting on his base.
Very true. Very true. Oh, here we go. It's running away. Remember, it's gonna A-click each individual unit. So it's really tough to kill these Marines. But man, he's still stimming. It's crazy. He needs to turn around and start killing these stalkers.
He's gonna catch a couple. He can't. Oh, yeah.
He can't overextend. All he's gonna do is take one storm. That's all it takes.
One storm and it's Ripperino.
He needs to somehow split up.
That was a dumb blink.
That was a really aggressive blink. But
he can't go
Oh,
up.
God!
Oh!
He just misses it.
Shit!
Just misses it. Still so much energy left on those high temps. This is it. This is the fight. This is it. Oh! Fucking GG!
Why did he fight that?
Oh, he got stuck, dude. Look, he couldn't move.
He's got medevacs.
If he would have picked him up, he could have started single firing those medevacs.
He's still gonna have.
I understand what you're saying, but he got fucked.
Oh man.
Wow.
And that was, I mean, Metal Swarm freaking pushed his luck with that blink. Because he could have picked them off. I still think he picked them off and then just run back, hop in, and boost the fuck out of there. He might have lost 5 Marines in a medevac. Damn, what a game. Well, that was a long one, again.
So we have confirmation from Nitro, the game that he was in, you can EMP.
Okay.
Your ally, and you can EMP yourself. So
there you go.
That's what they're saying in chat. So we learn something new every day. Another long game. You guys are getting content today, all courtesy of LootCrate.com. Go ahead and get yourself a summon LootCrate subscription for September. Promo code BOUS for 10% off. Let's go. And we already talked about G2A in there. Also, join the JORD Woodwatch giveaway and the G2A giveaways. Links are underneath. We're just going to get ready and jump right into the next game. Techno Goose. Was Techno Goose at 1? Oh, wait. Techno Goose. No. Protoss 1. Metal Swarm. 1-0. Best of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Long night ahead of us.